the day. Headed over to the bus to try to remove all these ceiling panels. I guess the only thing keeping me is fear alone, and that's an illusion, so I'm just gonna go at it with some confidence, and hopefully everything's gonna go swell. Wish me luck. Peace. What's up, people? Here at the bus, gonna try to remove these ceiling panels today. I guess I'm just gonna go at it, try to do a little time lapse on the phone here. Need to remove those hatches, or the hatch covers, and go at it with like a ton of bricks. Got my little square head tip on the little Ryobi impact drill, and hopefully that'll do the trick for me. Luckily I don't have to fight any rivets, so it should be pretty easy going. But I'm going to shoot this time lapse and see how it comes out. Wish me luck, everybody, and catch you on the end of this. Peace. That was not a very easy task. Got a half a cup full of screws here, and one panel is down. So other than having very little upper body strength to do ceiling, good to go. So now I just need to muster up the strength to be able to handle the rest of this stuff. No big deal. I'm glad that there's no welds there holding that stuff in. There was a couple of little screwed spots in the back that kept it from falling down, so that was a lifesaver. I'm not going to have that same pleasure for this next part. I don't want to bend the metal too much because there is a chance we may reuse it, so I need to be careful when the stuff's coming down. And yep, I guess I'll just plan to unscrew it and tactically leave a couple of screws hanging in there for the last part of it. So anyway, yep, I'm gonna try to set another time lapse and at least get a couple more panels down before I need to take a break. But yeah, this is not easy. I can't even imagine having rivets in the ceiling, and I'm sorry to all those people that have to deal with that, with the Bluebirds especially, and some of the Thomas built buses. They rivet the heck out of these things, so that's a whole other dimension that I'd rather not get into. So luckily, you know, we save time and money and strength on this kind of stuff. But then again, if you've watched the last video, or if not, I'll show you what we're dealing with the floor. It's an Ohio bus, so we've got some serious rust damage. Not just here in these wheel wells, but also up front near the wheel wells, behind the driver's seat, and a little bit in the back there near those back panels. So nonetheless, happy to be doing this and not going to get discouraged at all. This has been a dream of mine for a while now. And I'm sort of following my dad's footsteps. I grew up a lot of my adolescent years in converted school buses with my family, and got a taste of living the simple life with them, and I just want to return to that. So thanks for joining me on this Utopians bus adventure. I'm going to try another time lapse here, and then maybe by the end of the day today I'll have finished these ceilings off and can close this on a good note. If not, there's always tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching so far. Keep staying tuned in. Peace. One panel down, 9 more to go. I got this. I can handle this. Stick with me, and yeah, watch it in warp speed mode. So 4 panels down, 6 to go. I'm gonna have to deal with these little boxes up here and remove that stuff because it's in the way of these front panels. That's gonna be fun. Sarcasm included. So I got these 4 panels down, and it was pretty easy going other than my shoulder being on fire. But taking a little break now just because we're in Florida. And it calmed down a little bit, but there was quite a bit of thunder cracking out there, and I don't want to be connected to a metal ceiling with metal-based power tools on this steel floor. Yeah, the bus is grounded with the rubber wheels, the rubber tires, and that doesn't really scare me too much, but I do have a little fear of lightning, although I do like to get out in the storm sometimes and try to capture it, photographically speaking. So just gonna let this calm down a little bit before I get back to work. And thanks for joining me so far. I hope you're enjoying the time lapses in my video up to now, and thanks for tuning in. Gonna come at you again in just a moment. Well, the rain has subsided quite a bit, so I'll be getting back to work soon, but check out this pineapple upside down cake. So you guys get to eat, watch me eat with my hands like a savage, a dirty hand. So good. Thank you, Patty. Thank you also for providing us with this space on your land for us to do this bus conversion. Definitely helps to have good friends and alliances out there. Not only to be resourceful and save money at every corner we can, but to bring us stuff like this. So, that ought to keep me motivated well into the rest of this ceiling removal. I know you guys are drooling right now. This is so good, so moist. Yummy in my tummy. Good stuff. Man, that's awesome. Lick a little rust off the hands. Good for you. So yep, here at the bus, doing the ceiling removal, having fun with it. Check this time lapse out. see, we've got most of the ceiling down. I've got one last panel here, right up towards the front. I have to unfasten these boxes and hopefully not electrocute myself or mess up the air system in here. I got to be very careful of that. But it's looking like a skeleton more and more every day. I don't know if you saw this part. Looks like we got a little leak in our ceiling. So this is why it's wise to do this kind of stuff and gut these buses of their paneling so you can get underneath all this insulation and inspect what's underneath it. It's a itchy, messy job to remove that stuff, but this insulation has some issues with it. This bus is 2001, so 17 years old, and I don't want to risk anything. That looks like, I don't know if you can see that. That looks like mold up here. So, we don't want a moldy bus. And, yep, there's another spot over here near the window that I had suspected was leaking as well. So once we remove all this insulation and scrape that loose, the next step will be to see where all the leaks are. Get up on the roof with a hose and make sure that this thing is watertight and sealed up from any torrential rains or anything like that we might get ourselves into. We don't want to have our wooden interior and stuff rotting on us. So yeah, that's the gist of it right now. I'm gonna cut this short. Don't really need to show you my struggle with this little front part, although that may be nice to do a little time lapse there. Maybe I'll set one up for you guys just for a bonus. So anyway, yeah, ceiling is pretty much removed, 95% of it, and one more piece to go. A little bit of finagling and climbing around on the console and the dash to get that done. So yeah, I might as well do a time lapse of that and film it. It'd be nice for you guys to see that. So bear with me, and thanks for following along and watching this far. If you have, please hit that like button down there and subscribe if you haven't already. This is just the beginning of our great adventure of the Utopian bus life. Thanks for joining. I got rid of all the panels. Took them all down today, one day. Pretty good feeling there. And what I did there is I left that piece of paneling up there because it's bolted in, and I don't want to mess with the assembly of the air gauge or anything like that. I'll have to rebolt it back in later. So for now I'm just going to leave that until we get to framing and pulling out the insulation and re-insulating, and I will make sure to basically install that the way it was. Got all my little plastic pieces back there. Pretty much remember how they went up. May not even use them. May actually just build some console space up here. But the reason I took out all these panels is because we plan on putting in a nice wooden ceiling. We've got some bamboo that we got at a really good wholesale discount. And if that doesn't go up there, then I'm thinking tongue and groove cedar for the nice smell, to keep the bugs out, and just because it's aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's the day. I'm calling it a day. I think I have the right to do so. So yeah, got quite a bit of a mess going again. I had to, of course, move everything around just to get to everything. I've got all this metal on the floor now in my way, and I have to drag it out of the bus one piece at a time. Got these panels, back panel and everything. Oh, it looks like I missed a piece. That looks like it's going to be fun to get out. I might end up just leaving that lip, because that would be good for structural stuff. We plan on having a garage back here in the back of the bus, because we have a little mini bike and toolbox and stuff that doesn't fit under the bus that I don't want to build mounting for. Compressor. It's a little bigger than normal. It's a pancake compressor. Might end up hooking up some kind of valve to the actual air tanks of the bus. It's probably not recommended, but that's 150 psi on the fly to run any kind of air tools, or put air in a flat tire or something like that. So I may just have to consider doing that and just do a really good job so it doesn't bleed the system at all. I've seen that done before. So yeah, what's done is done today. In the Utopian bus, I think I made some pretty damn good progress. Gonna pat myself on the back here, and this is the good arm, by the way. This arm is, my dominant arm is feeling a little broken right now from doing this stuff, but I'm not crying. This is good. It's good for you. It's great for the health. A good amount of cardio involved. Some definitely strength training. And the work's definitely not done yet. Got some floor to repair. These back wheel wells and the front wheel wells. I have to learn welding or hire somebody that's really good at it so we can have structural integrity in this bus. But I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish today, single-handedly. Karen, I don't expect her to come over here and be all sweaty and miserable with me. I can save that for when we're ready to actually start building in here and putting in a subfloor and everything. I'll have her help for that. She's a good girl anyway. She's taking care of all the loose ends. So from here, headed over to our mechanics later on. We bought this tow vehicle, Suzuki Samurai, and it's an older vehicle, and I think we got a pretty good deal on it, but lo and behold, there's issues with the 4x4. Got some oil leaks that we need to fix, so if it becomes too expensive, we're going to have to figure out something else. But I really like the vehicle, and I think it's perfect for a tow vehicle behind this bus. It's not going to take up too much space, and the off-road capability and those little things is awesome. They're really easy to work on too. So yeah, that's me, Jeremy, for the Utopians bus. Gonna sign off for now. Thanks for joining along. If you like this video, please give it your thumbs up. Please comment below. We always like to see comments so we can interact with the viewers and learn a few things, or share some of the knowledge that we've learned from doing this so far. And happy converting out there if you're involved in this sort of thing. chances are you're watching videos like this, so it's not too hard. It just takes a little bit of grit and grime. Next step up, getting this insulation out, doing some water tests, making sure we don't have any excessive leaks anywhere, and yep, that's about it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching again. Please subscribe, share with your friends, like, comment, ring that little notification bell. You know the deal. Thanks for watching. Till the next episode, Jeremy signing off. Utopians bus. Peace.